What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Urson here. In today's video, we're going to be reacting to Egal versus Lee Gunner. You have an Arteta agenda. Look, this video is blown up on my FYP as people are telling me to react to this.
I don't know why you're laughing. If we can't make signings in the January window,
I had this last January ago, and I had it last summer, and I had it this January.
Hey, you know what? You might be right. You might be right. There,
I am right. And Miguel, you said on this very show, before I let the rest of them go, I don't want to go on. You've said on this very show before, with some of us panelists on here, right, and some of the people in the chat, you've said if.
By the way, shout out 12th man. They've uploaded this video.
Arteta this season, you want him sacked whether he wins the trophy or not. Is that still the case?
And you said if he wins the...
Is that still the case? Is the yes or...
Bro, Lee Gunner first I'll smoke. Man said, yeah, man. Oh, this lot finishes above Arteta out. Thing is, I hear it.
No.
You know the answer, Lee. Why are you
asking
the
question that you know the answer? Is it a yes or no? Because you might have changed your opinion like you did the other week.
You know the answer.
Is it a yes or a no? The other week you changed in 6 weeks. Come on, Cal, man. Stop. Get out of here, Cal, man.
You don't want to say it.
Guys, for anyone who doesn't know, I did a video on my channel and I said I've changed my mind on Arteta. I'm not going to let other clubs dictate how I feel about my club and my manager. Also, I'm also not going to, put this season on Arteta. I think there's been unprecedented circumstances, injuries, and other issues. And you're laughing, but the honest truth is, to be still in a title race or 6 points off top.
Are we in a title race? Sorry to interrupt.
With what we've had to go through this season, I'm actually quite impressed.
I've seen no evidence of Mick Arteta being linked with anyone other than Sesko. I haven't seen any evidence of... You haven't mentioned Gyökeres, but you've been on shows when Gyökeres has been mentioned by Albert.
We weren't linked to Ollie Watkins last week, bro.
But hang on it. Right. That's what I wanted to ask as well. You talk about Ollie Watkins, that's fine, but hang on here. What's different? We've known about the guy for 5 years. What is he doing differently this season than he was doing 5 years ago? I don't understand why
we got offered him.
Regardless of whether Arteta liked him or not, the board should have just put the money out and just signed him. Like with Gazidis went, aside Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang when Alexis left.
Miguel, are you now accepting that the Cronkies are a massive issue at the club? Not that they're the owners that want to win and that demand the best and all this stuff that you said.
You think the Cronkies are the ones that are calling the shots?
Yes, man. Come on,
they're the owners of the club, mate.
The owners at the club trust the people who are in charge of the decisions. They actually don't come here and say, don't sign somebody, don't spend money, save money. No, they've left Tim Lewis and the board members in charge. And the board members starting the window.
They've neglected it and let someone else get on with it. It's their job.
Starting the window, they said we weren't going to sign nobody. They then came and had an emergency meeting and said, let's try to sign somebody. They couldn't execute. The Cronkies were cool to spend money.
I can't lie. This is poor.
The club couldn't execute any transfer.
This is not good enough.
So the Cronkies should sack everyone then. So they should sack the whole board.
The problem is they're not going to sack nobody because they trust the people.
Okay, so they're the problem then.
Exactly, it's true.
Can I just? Their mentality is different to ours. They don't view things as we have to win this season. They view things as they need to see linear growth throughout.
No, they view things as, are we getting top 4 this season? Are we gonna make money from the Champions League? If we're in the Champions League every year, they're fine. They're not bothered about getting first place. They're not. Otherwise, we would have signed a player. Then we would have spent over 150 million last summer. We would have got Isaac or Gyökeres through the door. Sorry, I love Egal. Egal's my guy, yeah? But to sit there and not blame the Cronkies, and just blame Lewis and whatever, it's all of their fault. It's all their fault. You go out and you spend your highest player you spent your money on is £40 million on Calafiori, 30 million on my man Marino, 29 million on Raya, and a loan signing for Sterling and a loan signing for Neto. He's not good enough for a Premier League title, but that is always going to be good enough to get top 4. to get the money back through top four. We made the, you know what I mean, like the money we generated from finishing third in the league stage. It's all on the board, bro. All on them. And I look at this, and with Havertz now being out, bro, we've been hung out. Arteta and the players have been hung out to dry. Declan Rice literally said Kieran Tierney's playing at left wing. It's not been easy. That's on the board. We spent 20 million on Kivior, a backup centre back in a January transfer window. Yet we couldn't go out there and spend 50 on a striker or on a loan deal. It's all on the board. It's on Jason Airto. I've never rated him since he's come in. And bro's a scout. And you couldn't find a striker to come in. You're a chief scout that's been given a technical role. No striker coming in the window. You might as well bring back Francis Kegigal. Anyways, I'm on a tangent.
Okay. How do they see spending 800 million over 5 years and not having to kind of show?
It's part of the business. We've improved.
But we haven't improved this season. We knocked out in the FA Cup again in the third round. Last season it was the fourth round to Liverpool. Because we beat in Oxford. Alright, we've done alright in the Carabao, but you should beat Palace. You should beat Preston. You should beat Bolton. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's not impressive. It's not. We'd even beat Newcastle. We'd even score a goal against Newcastle. We're on the same points as last season. Yeah, we should have been a few points higher up. That's not Arteta's fault. But you go into the December transfer window, knowing 2 of your key players are injured, 2 of your highest earners are injured, and you don't get a replacement in. And the thought process was they'll be back and there'll be no injuries. Yeah, in football, there's billions of injuries that are happening every day.
Yeah, we've won nothing.
Yeah, but we've
We've
still
just got a higher league table and a better profit margin.
League Ghana's got a fact there. Arsenal haven't made the Champions League and won the trophy in the same season since 2014-15. That is not good enough. Community Shields aside, because they're a one-off game. You know, we won on penalties a couple of times, and look, it's a nice achievement to win. I'm not going to lie to you. We win an FA Cup and finish 8th, but not build on that. But when we finish second, win a trophy with it, or a Carabao, or a FA Cup, or even a Europa League.
This window, you know.
Gal, can I ask you a question, Gal? Yeah, because you said that a second ago. Yeah, right, cool. Yeah. So they offered Ollie Watkins to us, according to the reports that are out there in the mainstream media that have lied all January, right? That we're linked to 1 billion and 1 players and we signed none of them, right? These are the same idiots that are telling us that they offered us Ollie Watkins when we drew 2-2 at the Emirates because their board spoke to our board at the game, right? Cool. So now they offered a guy who had 40 GA for you GA experts out there, yeah, right? Last season, yeah, scored 27 goals in all comps, right? They offered him, a seasoned vet of the game in the Premier League, right? They offered him for £8 million less, yeah, than they let their backup striker go for, who's 21. Make that make sense? It don't make no sense, mate. Yeah, and we said, oh, actually, no, I'll tell you what we do. We'll stick with 29. Yeah, and we paid the same for him anyway. Yeah, we don't want to pay. We ain't going to pay for Ollie Watkins. Make it make sense, again. We never bid for the geezer, mate.
Give me a call. Let's do this. Let's play telephone. So you're Aston Villa, right? You call. What you said? Call.
Yeah, but I'm not calling you because I don't want to sell him. I'm going to sell the other lad for 68 mil.
Okay, so apparently Aston Villa called Arsenal and or spoke to them and said 60 million, you can have him. Arsenal then picks up the phone and says, how about 40?
The thing is with the whole transfer saga before that came out, it was on the day of, Villa had an important Champions League game against Celtic. It was reported that Arsenal bidded 60 million. After the transfer window, it said Arsenal bidded 40. We don't actually know what's been happening. Because Villa haven't even come out and confirmed there was a bid or whatnot. They were just annoyed about the whole transfer saga. But even then, the fact that he was valued at £60 million and we didn't buy him is a travesty. A 28-year-old striker proven in the Premier League over the past 4 years. You've seen Arsenal concede goals to this guy in the Carabao Cup for Brentford. Arsenal. Ah, man.
No,
I want to be entertained. I want to see a full-blown argument here. Yeah, I'm very fucking angry because we didn't buy a fucking striker. And Havertz is out! Fuck! It's the board! It's the Crookies! It's all of them! Get them out!
Right? He said that Arsenal offered 34 million with 17 of it up front. Yeah? And that was on the day, apparently, of their Champions League game. His words. I've never seen the guy say this before. I don't know the guy. I don't know if it's true. It could be fresh air. Who knows, yeah? But the way he explained it in the same super chat, he then said, but 2 hours before their Champions League game, the Saudis agreed a fee, yeah, for Duran. Now, he was on the bench, Duran. Yeah, 2 hours before kickoff, you've already submitted your team. Yeah, doing all that, yeah. Right? Why? Because he knew he was going Saudi, bruv. Right?
Yeah.
So that kind of makes sense to me. But 2 hours before kickoff, you've already submitted your team to UEFA, and everyone now knows they don't put it out to us until like 45 an hour or whatever later, yeah?
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Ollie Watkins was playing. Bro, we never went in for Ollie Watkins, and if we did, yeah, it was, oh, let's lowball them, yeah? Or it was a story that's come from Duran's camp or Aston Villa to speed up the Saudis. Yeah,
that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Where's Benzema? Yeah, where's Mvia? Where's fucking Draxler? Yeah, where's Higuain? Where's Lamar? Where's the mystery German? How many times, mate?
All right. You know what? Let's just cut the crap. You don't want the manager to be here.
That's irrelevant.
Forget everything else.
Bruh, that's actually so irrelevant. He's lost the argument, Igor. He's lost the argument. Ligana's got a point. Ligana has a point.
Else.
That's irrelevant to this situation.
No. But that's the main premise of your argument. Let's forget about all the arguments.
I'm glad you got no players. I'm
Let's get to the main point. You want somehow to hold Arteta accountable for Arsenal not signing a player.
Bro, he's the manager of the football club. We held Arsene Wenger accountable, right?
True. Yeah. That's true. That's true. The whole obviously, I don't know if Igor was there around AFT the times when Arsene Wenger was manager in 2014, but we all held Arsene Wenger accountable for not bringing Higuain and Benzema through the door as we finished behind Leicester in the league season. I remember that. I made videos about it, cussing Wenger out, about not signing anybody. I remember that with Gazidis in charge. I remember that.
Choosing players and
yes,
power.
So you're telling me that the manager of the football club on 15 million a year, the second highest paid manager in world football, that these owners that you've said have hired a bunch of incompetent prats, yeah, that are not giving him his players, offered him a contract on 15 million when he's not getting his players, said, yeah, fuck it. Well, I can't win here, but I'll sign 15 million. Yeah? Come on, Miguel.
So you think
true, it's true. It's true.
Arteta told these guys, let's bid 40 million for Ollie Watkins, not 60? You think
no,
Arteta,
he's not in charge of that.
You think Arteta told these guys, let's not go and trigger Nico Williams' release clause? You think Arteta's been speaking all window, openly to everybody, saying, let's get something done? Who did he openly
speak to?
In the media.
Oh, the media that have lied all January and linked us to 125 players in January.
You watch his press conferences every week, or...
Hello, I'm Robbie. Welcome back to Transfer Daily. The show will be talking about the Arsenal transfer rumours.
Yeah, and he chats shit. That's why I watch him to dissect his bollocks and translate it into actual English.
I don't know what you're saying.
And to be fair, he created funny content from it. I can't lie, it's fucking hilarious. If you watch one of my reactions when he's reacting to the journalist, it's absolute TV gold. Absolutely hilarious. And he's not wrong with what he says about the journalists. The journalists are trying to big up their own selves, innit? They're trying to be big and try and be big by making these crazy ass transfer rumors. Like, the only Arsenal journalist that I know that doesn't really do that is Charles Watts. You know, like, that's why when I look at Team News and Ticks, for example, it's boring. It's terrible. Mystery German. Like, David Ornstein is credible, but he does sometimes get it wrong, and obviously he gotta kick them for that.
long story short, Lee, you clearly have an agenda, and whatever you say is going to be skewed towards
Mate,
what
I don't
argument
have an
you
agenda, Miguel. I want Arsenal to win. This manager can't win. Yeah, I'm not being funny here. Yeah, right. The guy who got sacked from Manchester United, yeah, who's factually done better than Arteta because he won 2 trophies, he got sacked. The manager that's gone into Liverpool and in 2 windows, by the way, yeah, has signed Chiesa, is 6 points clear of us and finished top of their Champions League group. Put a whole reserve team out and lost 1 game. That was the only game they lost against PSV or Feyenoord or whatever. I think it was fine.
Yeah, this was before they got knocked out to Plymouth, of course. But they're in the final of the Carabao Cup, so that makes things easier. They win the Carabao Cup, it gives Liverpool a major advantage to win the league title. They didn't even sign a defender, and they needed a defender because Van Dijk, Konate, Gomez, Kwanzaa, their own back four available. And we know that Gomez is injury prone, Konate is injury prone. Kwanzaa, is he at a level to win a league title playing every game? Is he better than Kivior? We don't know. But they've managed to squad a little bit better than us. You know, Salah's been fit all season, Saka hasn't. So there's a lot of debate to be had whether Liverpool have been lucky with injuries or not. But Liverpool didn't have to spend money in January because players were injured. We did, and we didn't. That's the main factor of it all. Villa, who let go of John Duran, took the money, they went out and actually improved their squad. So you're telling me they went from Watkins, Bailey, and Morgan Rogers up front to Marcus Rashford, Asensio, and Watkins with Morgan Rogers behind them. That's a better front three than what we've got of Waneri, Sterling, and Trossard. Even then, they signed Marlon, Daniel Marlon. He starts for Arsenal right now, and he's not even been great for Dortmund. But the board of Aston Villa were proactive. They went and got a player. Whereas we're moving like Tottenham. Money, money, money. Must be money in the rich man world. Top four, top four, top four. No fucking trophy. We're in the rich man world. Moving like the Wolf of Wall Street, bruv. Just sending us all the lies on the phone like, how would you like to buy our new merch? How would you like to buy our new memorabilia? Today we've launched a new tri jacket. Hello guys, buy the MBs. Fuck that! I want a striker! Watkins! The guy would have grabbed us 10 goals from January to all the way to the end of the season if we had signed him. But no, we got to deal with Havertz being injured. Woo! Wee! New match just dropped. Don't worry, we've got less games to play in February. Saka will be back in March. We'll have an unprecedented summer transfer window, guys. Because we're going to sign Joan Garcia in goal. Zubi, who might join Real Madrid. And if I'm Zubimendi and I'm seeing this Arsenal stuff and what's happening, and Real Madrid are wanting me after yesterday, I'm going Real Madrid, man. I'm not waiting around for Arsenal. When it's worked, it worked with Declan Rice. Fair enough. Because Arteta's been chatting to Declan Rice. And that's a praise on Arteta, which I don't think Lee Gunner does understand. Arteta, as I say in the transfers, by chatting to the player he really wants. If they're bored, go for it. He'll try and persuade them. He tapped up Rice in the January transfer. They were saying to Rice, look, I want you here. Even Rice said it, like, I've spoken to Arteta. Arteta project persuaded me. Fuck!
The team Arteta has now, you and others that like the manager and think he's good, yeah, will agree, yeah, that Liverpool team is worse than Arsenal based on the last 2 seasons league finish. You've said it on here.
But there's one major difference.
Now, hold on. How is the manager coming in that's never managed in the Prem, got no money to spend? We go out and get 2 players plus 2 loans in the summer, plus all the players that he's had for years that we've all gassed
It's very simple, Lee. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. They have the best player in the league, Mo Salah, maybe one of the best players in the world, performing at a ridiculous
The
rate,
centre-back
winning
there
them
is
games
the
by
best this,
himself.
the best that. Come on, girl.
No, it's not. Lee, the man is literally about to get 20 assists and 30 goals in the league.
Fantastic. So why didn't we go and sign a striker then?
What
Gentlemen,
does that have to do with what you just said?
gentlemen, let me
You
read.
keep changing the argument, Lee.
Let me read you.
Ridiculous.
Let
We're
me
going in
read.
circles. Get back to the point you just made. How on earth?
The point is, if they've got a player, if they've got a player that's going to get 50 GA this season, then surely you need something.
This is what you like to do. Yeah. The moment someone's about to debunk your argument, you go and switch the argument to another argument. Let's stay on topic for 1 second. You said, how can Arne Slot dare come into the Premier League and win the league his first year? First of all, he hasn't won anything yet. Second of all, he has arguably the best goalkeeper in the league, one of the best centre backs in the league, one of the best right backs in the league. He has one of the best young performing players in Gravenberch this season, and he has arguably the best player and one of the best players in Premier League history, top 6 goal scorer in Premier League history in Mo Salah. And Arsenal, best attacking player, is injured now. One of our other best.
But Arsenal had the best goalkeeper from last season, nigga. Arsenal had 2 of the best defenders from last season, nigga. Arsenal had one of the best pound for pound £100 million signings of all time in Declan Rice this season. But I'm Arteta in. You know this. I back Arteta. But this argument here about Slot didn't do much. Slot just improved Gravenberch massively. So Bosley has been in the midfield and he's done well. You know, there's been a few midfielders that have come in and made the impact that Arsenal. Whereas with Arsenal, it's not the same impact. Maybe, Saka has been injured and Gabriel has been out for a couple of games against Liverpool and we've had an unfair red card and referee decisions. I hear that Erdegaard was out for a good couple of months and Liverpool haven't had many injuries, but they did have Alisson out and Kelleher's come in and fit in like a glove. Do you get what I mean? So I get it, but Liverpool have improved drastically, whereas we haven't. And that's on the board. That's on the board for not buying a competent attacking player. Okay, Liverpool went and bought kit. They didn't even need to do that, but they've bought a new manager that has improved the team, whereas, Klopp has been finished about managing and he wants to do something else.
Start of the season, you said we're better than Liverpool.
Oh, this is the same thing.
Yeah, facts. So now, going off of new evidence... No, hold up. Going off of new evidence, you're now saying we're not.
No, I'm saying Mo Salah is the difference between Arsenal
fantastic,
and Liverpool.
Perfect. That's perfect.
I disagree. I want to agree with that. Cody Gakpo has improved massively. Yeah, he's improved massively and he's been contributing. Likewise with Diaz. The same way with Konate at the back for Liverpool, he's improved drastically. Trent Alexander-Arnold's improved drastically. All of these players have improved drastically under Slot. Our players haven't.
Perfect. So Mo Salah, somebody that can bag goals for fun. Yeah, somebody that can get assists for fun. Yeah. So on that premise, then we needed a striker or a forward.
Is Mo Salah a striker?
More so than ever.
Is Mo Salah a striker league?
Well, he can play there.
So what are you talking about?
He's an attacking player that scores goals.
That's what I just said. We needed a striker or a forward. Yeah. You keep mentioning Nico Williams the same as everyone else. So let me tell you right now. I'll tell you this for free. Yeah. Nico Williams has never come into the Premier League, mate. Ever. So you can link him to us as many times as you want, all you journalists, all you TMZ YouTube channels, all your Twitter accounts, ITKs, the dinner lady, the dog, everyone. You can all link us to Nico Williams. He is never leaving La Liga, bro. He's going Barca or Real Madrid, and I'd imagine Barca, right? But it sounds good, and he's shit anyway. I don't want him. However, my point is, if there's a guy that's bagging 40, 50 GA a season, which is what Ollie Watkins got last season, 40 GA, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah? Then now comes when we needed a striker for the last God knows how many years anyway to get over the line against Man City. You've said that we were better than Liverpool before the season started, but now new evidence presented, now a January window presented, and we don't bother to go and get a forward.
Exactly.
Well, sorry, mate. What we're doing it? That's on the manager, that's on the hierarchy, that's on the ownership.
He's not wrong.
Lee, to start the season, you would have said Man City were better than us. We're clearly
Man City
way
are
better
better than us still to this day, mate. They proved that in this window.
and we're way better
They're the
than
only
you
serious
this season.
club in the Premier League, mate, and they've proven it again this window.
No, but
Sorry,
bro,
I'm going to shut
this
up
is
on
where
it,
your
mate.
argument falls apart.
Right now, Arsenal are better than Man City. Man City's form has deteriorated, but they've had injuries to De Bruyne, they've had injuries to Rodri, they've had injuries to a bit of the back line, they've had to rotate here and there. But it's a similar circumstance to Arsenal with our injuries. But Rodri's been their most important midfielder in the Premier League. So I can sort of understand it. But we were battering them. We battered them 5-1. You know what I mean? So and that was without Saka. That was without Odegaard out of form scoring in that game, and out of form Havertz, who got a goal and an assist in that game. So
They've won 4 in a row, mate. They're the best team in the league.
And they're still shit, and we slapped them this season.
Yeah, well done. Guess what? We lost to Aston Villa when it mattered. Yeah, all this top 6. Oh, we got an unbeaten record against top 6.
and then when it like he says, when it mattered against Newcastle, we couldn't have the answers. We missed the sitter, and then they scored. We conceded 4 goals in 2 games. Lee Gunner is not wrong with this. And this is mad coming from me because I made a video 115 reasons why to back Arteta. I back Arteta. I think he's been hung out to dry by the board. But at least with Lee, what he's doing, he's cooking the board as well. You can't be defending the board on this. You can't be defending on the board and then deflecting at Lee for cussing out Arteta. Whether he's got an agenda about Arteta or not, right? Arsenal Football Club should be investing their money to back the manager or get rid. The fact that we're sitting here with no striker now, tells me volumes about how this board is negligent. 4 attacking players: Waneri, Martinelli, Trossard, Sterling available in Jan. Even then, midway through that January, whatever he was up for a couple of fucking games. That's on the board. And even then, we would have signed Oli Watkins. We still needed another striker because we sold Eddie Nketiah. How are we not buying 2 players at least? Needed 2 attacking players and a midfielder. We needed another centre back to cover, and we didn't get it. Because of our injury problems. We got Tomiyasu now again. Ben White was out again. Likea Kokivio is not consistent at left centre back. Saliba's thinking about Real Madrid's bids coming in. You need to be proactive. If Raya gets injured, we're stuck with Neto in goal, stinging Neto. Yet we didn't go out and buy anybody. But don't worry, Zubimendi. If I'm Zubimendi and I'm seeing what's going on at Arsenal Football Club, and I'm looking at the January transfer window, yet Real Madrid are calling for me, I'm not going to Arsenal. I'm not going to travel from sunny fucking Spain to England, where it's cold, it's daunting, yeah? People are morons, yeah? In the media and shit, yeah? And then, you know what? I'm going Real Madrid. I'm staying in a sunny country. Say with Nico Williams. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I thought it'd be a bit more heated than this. I'm not gonna lie to you. Probably got fooled by the clickbait video, but it's always fun to watch a debate, for and against, and enjoy your own opinion. While I am Arteta in, and he did say he needed a striker, he did come out in the media talking about, how important signing a striker is, without alluding to it per se. The fact that we haven't is on the board as well. And we shouldn't be defending the board if we're trying to win a league title. You can't do that. This is the same board that failed to go out and spend the 70 million, 80 million on Caicedo and spent £12 million on Jorginho. The same board that didn't want us to fork out 70 million on Mudryk and that spent, the 20 million on Trossard. But it was 35 million or 40 million good money spent compared to what we got now, which was nothing. So it is what it is. Fuming. Arteta taking the £15 million. Maybe he has less leeway or what to say about the Cronkies, whereas when you look at a manager like Conte on less money, with a bit more of a ceiling, bit more of a success, he had more to say because the board weren't letting him down. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Hit the video, subscribe. In a bit, people. In a bit. I'm out. Showtime Watkins!